to all the black men that's saying they going overseas to find a better woman than the black woman, none of those women looking for you. I ain't seen no woman in their country make a video on social media saying, I'm looking for a black man in America. And half y'all don't look all that. And then when you get overseas, you want to prove a point by taking a picture and post it on social media thinking it's going to make a black woman jealous. Who cares, bro? Date who you want. Who cares? Keep black women out your business. Keep black women out of your mouth, bro. Nobody care about you not dating a black woman. There's always a black man that loves black women somewhere. Black women ain't looking for y'all. You looking for a black woman to do something for you. Ain't nobody in Africa looking for you. South America, Puerto Rico, Russia, they ain't looking for y'all black men. You looking for them. I'm going to get a passport. I don't see no other woman overseas getting a passport to come see y'all. I had company some black women. Not no more.
Passport Bros.
Fun game here in the Twin Cities. Look at the moves by Edwards.
Get through your pocket, man. If I shoot they little man, they won't shoot bad. They on the 40, I know. We gon' kill your whole crew, man. Them rats in my pocket, man. You said I'm high and I'm looking for you, man. Post on the block, all that crap. Broke for the body, they gave him a few bags. They will be dragging, we dragging.
Started rapping. All right.
Bounty killer giving you originality. Boss a shot if you respect and love the quality. Listen good and pay attention to my clarity. All of the girl never say them love my personality. Me go a foreign and big up my nationality. Me love the money but me not bout for vanity. Me see the fussy them a come with animosity. Pressure me but me not let go me sanity. Put a fire put a poop on me so forgot it. Cocky the your Sophie with under the ratty. Here's a bend up and a rinse under hogany. Hook man for Jordan. Not a yard man philosophy. Tell the shot.
I like a cornrow, I wear cornrow. Only reason why you wear cornrow is because you got a brother on your arm. If you didn't have a brother, you wouldn't have no cornrow. Ooh. Brother on my arm, no brother on your arm. At least I know how to fry chicken.
I know how to fry chicken.
No, you know how to fry noodles.
I make a noodle good too, you know, not just a chicken. But I can make all things. I make a corn on the cob.
No corn on the cob.
I do. And I make potatoes and the greens.
Welcome to the channel. This is Vic, 8,000 miles away. What's good with your babe? What's good with your babe? It's good to see you guys on a Thursday afternoon at the scheduled time. Now, you know the time is 9 o'clock, but I was running late. I had to put up 2 more videos I thought was relevant, man, and running a little late. It's been a busy week, but a tiring week for me, brother. It's been a tiring week. I'm turning the wheel on both sides. I'm preparing for the trip to the Philippines. Working, trying to make these goals and kicking it like that. And I'm always looking for content to try to make this channel better. So y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me out there, man. We need prayer. Before I get into my opening hook, I do want to mention, before we get into the topic, there's a couple of things, just a couple of quick things I want to say. I talked to my brother. I got brothers that are twins, by the way. And both of them will be taking me to the airport in April because that's when I'm pretty sure that's when we're going to make our first visit to the Philippines. And I don't know. We'll see where else I go, but I'm pretty sure I know that's where we go. I talked to Virginia on the way. She's on a regular routine. Headed to the stores. You know, she got 2 stores. She got a restaurant and she got a little, whatever you call that on the beach. I don't know what it looks like, whatever you guys call that over there. But she's headed to the real store first and then to the beach. She's on the little thing she rides in. But either way, it's all good. Like I said, there's a couple things I want to mention. The first one is this is the last time I'm gonna talk about it, but I want to mention it because it's been irking at me, and it's one of the hottest things here in America today. You know, the death of Alex Purdy and how the Trump administration is on some bullshit. I'm not gonna really get into it. I'm gonna make it short, but I'm gonna make a commentary about it, and then we're gonna get to the topic after I mention something else, though. But we'll hit this.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
I don't care if you're conservative, Republican, MAGA, Democrat, liberal, whatever you are. We all got to agree this was murder. This should have never happened. And the police officer who pushed those women and then tried to pepper spray them as this man stepped in to try to defend them is the one who should be charged with murder. The U.S. government need to give that guy up. Just give him up, charge him with murder. He should go to jail. Okay? Right is right, wrong is wrong. We can't justify it by like, oh, he should have never brought a gun to the protest. No, he would have never been unalived if that police officer wouldn't have lost control of his emotions and escalated the situation, violating people's rights. They didn't do nothing to him. He could have just got in his car and drove off. He was the one who wanted to escalate the situation. He put his co-workers into a bad situation. And then the guy who shot him in the back, I clearly think that guy seen the other guy remove the gun. He should be charged with murder, not the rest of them. This should not look like a black eye on ice. This should look like a black eye on two people. The one who escalated this shit and the one who shot him in the back because he seen that guy take away the gun. So I don't care what side you on. This is one thing that we can all come together and agree it's murder.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
My thing is, real quick commentary on this thing, and I won't talk about it anymore. The guy's a nurse, certified nurse, and he's out on the street. He sees a woman get pushed down. He goes to help her. They pepper spray him and her. And he has a legal gun, Second Amendment, loaded. But what's wrong with that? No difference between him and Kyle Rittenhouse. You know, they praise Kyle Rittenhouse, the guy that walked down the street with the AK back in the day, during the march. I can't remember the march right now, but you remember him. And they said that he was an American hero when he defended himself. But this guy who has his gun tucked down in his holster, they ripped the gun out while the guy's running to take the gun out of his holster. It accidentally discharges. They panic and they put 10 to the dude. Before that, they pistol whipped him. So this is point blank murder, just like it just said. And here's what I think. I think each one of those guys need 50 years to life. Each one of them need 50 years to life. And that Purdy family, Alex Purdy family that died, need to hit the federal government for at least 2 or 3 bills. Because you got to break that ass. You got to bust that ass. They got to make an example out of that ass. I don't know that this ever happened, but I hope it does. I pray that they bust their ass on the money and give those guys 50 years of life, each one of them. All that mass shit and hiding masses and killing people in Minnesota, it's got to stop because of my man got a chip on his shoulder about Minnesota. Because Trump got a chip on his shoulder about Minnesota, he's coming down hard on Minnesota. That's people of color shit that he's on. It's going to have to stop. And because his poll numbers are down, and then when the midterms come in, he's in trouble anyway. Because if it leans the other way and becomes a Democratic side, he's an impeached ass. Now I know that sounds like a person who would never get the hell out of there, but we got to keep trying to get him out of there before he destroys the American continent, before he destroys America and fucks up this world. So I just wanted to make that comment before I get into the topic, because this is going to be a short live stream tonight. It's not really a long one. I just want to make a point about American women and what they ignore when it comes, and what women overseas don't ignore. You know, I do a lot of talking and conversation with Virginia, and I do a lot of research. So anything I say, I put a lot of time in before I make a comment about it. So, but before I get to the topic, I want on another note, I had a conversation with this guy here. I'm going to try to share screen yesterday while I was at work. It was a short conversation, but the brother is cool. He is 100, guys. If y'all know anything about his content, this is him here. I had a conversation with this brother right here. Danny Flight Madness. Then I'm going to give you a quick commercial, man. I had a conversation with him yesterday for about 15, 20 minutes on the phone. And I'm going to consider, I'm considering taking his, talking to him about, or paying him really, to help me do online teaching. Y'all know about his course. He advertises it all the time. He's out of Thailand by way of China. He hangs out in Thailand all the time. He has great content. Wonderful young man, smart brother. Got a lot going on. This is the commercial of the class that I'm going to take. Here he is.
Flight Madness. It's your captain, Danny Flight here. Your favorite teacher who's been making money in the age of over 11 years. And today I'm here to talk about how you can get into English teaching. A thing that allows you to travel. You don't have to work too much. And you can make pretty good money just living overseas. I'm going to talk about that today. And for guys who stick,
I will stop it right there because I want to get into all that. But he sent me his packet. We had a conversation. Probably going to do a consultation with him, and considering doing that online teaching thing to go along with the money, my pension and some other monies that I have to relocate in October. But pretty cool young brother, man. I know he liked the women. Now, I'm not going over there for the women, not at all. I'll probably start teaching if this works out. I'll probably teach here for a while, and then transcend to the Philippines, as you say. If everything works out when I leave in April, because the April trip is an observatory trip. That's recon type shit, if you understand what I'm saying. But Danny's a cool guy, man. I enjoyed talking to him, man. I really did for the little time we did, and I thank him for giving me the time. And shout out to you, Danny. You're a pretty good dude. But at any rate, there's another comment before I get into my hook. Shout out to Carla. Let's start from the top. What's up, Frank? I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Been missing you, man, a couple of times, man. I guess you've been missing the stream a couple of times. I know you be busy a lot, man, but it's good to see you, brother. You are my number one, bro. I see you all over Sunshine's chat all the time with other chats. You're number one brother out here, man. No question about you, man. No doubt about it. Next is a comment from King Dolara 92. What's up with you, babe? Good to see you, man. I think you've been on here before, so I'm not gonna give you the new one. I'm pretty sure I've seen you before. If I didn't, I apologize. I know I've seen you before. This is not your first trip. Welcome back to the channel. Frank comes back. I have women to get a visa to visit me in the U.S. Wait a minute, say that again, Frank. I have women to get a visa to visit me in the U.S. You have women to get you a visa? I don't know, man. Explain what you're saying on that one, my man. I think I understand, but you have an agency or you have women? I don't understand. Help me out. Then King comes on there and says, nice, Frank. I've had women overseas buy me a ticket to go where she is. Okay, all right. Carlos comes back. Welcome to the channel, Carlos. Good to see you, brother. He says, when you interfere with federal police, you're breaking the law and you carry rights. You're carrying rights aborted. Whoa, listen to him. You feel like he interfered with the police, Carlos? Is that what you think he was doing? By helping her when he knocked her down? I don't know, man. We might disagree on that one. I don't know. I love everybody's comments, though. I don't know. Then Frank comes back and says, you are correct. I'm so happy. I'm retired. I'm retired fed. What's up? Yeah, Carlos, I'm with you, man. I mean, it's a really iffy situation. But to me, it really looked like he was just there. and a woman gets knocked down, if you see a woman get knocked down, likely you're going to walk over and try to help her up. And he has a gun on him. Yes, he's a gun at a protest, but I don't see anything wrong with having a gun at the protest. Frank Rittenhouse had a gun at a protest, and they called him an icon. But they call this guy a terrorist. He's not a terrorist because he got a gun at the protest. Not at all. The protest, not at all. And the shoot 10 of them just ain't what's up. Welcome to the channel. I see Original Man there. What's up, brother? And I see Just Bowman there. What's good? Good to see all you brothers there. So I am going to get to my hook. Now that we've talked a little bit about Frank Purdy, and I gave my man some shine, Flight Madness, and again, that's a good brother, man. Can't wait to meet him when I touch down on that side. But I'm going to get to the hook of the conversation here. My hand right here. So here's the deal. Before we even start, let me ground this in something that's 100% defensible. Cross-border relationships and international marriages have been steadily increasing worldwide. I like to tell that to my brothers all the time because they don't believe it. And black men are clearly a part of that shift. And that's not an opinion. That's not social media talking here. That's a global reality. Now, let me say something that American culture refuses to admit. Black men are not struggling overseas either. They're actually thriving. And it's not because foreign women are desperate. It's because they see what American culture trained itself to ignore. They see what American culture trained itself to ignore. See, when brothers that have means, when black men leave the United States, we don't suddenly become different. We become recognized men. Overseas women notice our leadership, they notice our calm, they notice our family values, and they notice our confidence without arrogance. And especially in places like the Philippines, black men don't feel as foreign. We feel more familiar. So tonight, we're going to talk about what foreign women see in black men that American dating culture downplays, ignores, and outright denies. And once you see it, you'll understand why this isn't a trend, but it's a red line. Now, this conversation isn't about dating. It's not about dating. It's about alignment. It's about culture. It's about emotion. It's about historical and practical. Foreign women, especially Filipino women, others as well, often notice these qualities in Black American men that other dating cultures either minimize, mock, or take for granted. And when those qualities line up with their cultural values, relationships tend to stabilize instead of constantly staying in conflict mode. So here is what other women out here are saying about you brothers. Here is what other women are saying about you brothers. Roll a clip. I should have gave that one to Carlos Colvin. In fact, Carlos, I'm going to give you that. Since I started, I'll give you that Korean girl. Carlos Colvin, that was for you, brother. Accidentally, that was for you. Now, let me get to what I was saying here. All right. So this is what other women are saying about you, brothers. Roll the clip.
안녕하세요, girl from Korea, babies. I'm about to make a big confess. It's for me, I need to overcome this feeling. People ask me, what is your type? I realize that I don't like to talk about it because my type is a black man. I like black guys, baby. I used to be married one, I got divorced, so back in the day, my family hate that, and my best friends don't like it, but I did it. I like what I like, I just don't like to say that because people always coming at me, look at your hair, look at your English. I don't know why. So I just stopped saying that, but it's not cool. I really know what I like, though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black girls, mean to me because they feel like I'm still their man. Baby, honey, man is man. We don't steal nobody. And then you dating a Korean man, I love it. So 2026, let's do better.
All right. So let's hit the intro because I need to fix me something cold. So because I'm gonna cook when this is all over with. So y'all hang in there with me. Well, I'm gonna hit the intro and I'm gonna come back. We're gonna see what some other women are saying about you brothers. Roll this clip. I'll be right back. Right, pause it right there. Pause it right there. Hope this thing ain't stuck. No, it ain't stuck. Thank you, Jesus. I ain't gonna have to go out and come back in yet anyway. So yeah, so I got the what is that? Apple Crown kicking right here, y'all. Y'all toss one up for a brother. I don't know what y'all favorite is. I got the marker there if you like the marker. So I don't know what you like, but yeah, these women, these women all over the planet. We're gonna talk about this today. Are feeling they desire the black man. So you guys need to feel good about yourself at 100. All these women out here, all around this whole globe, are loving up on the black man. There's so many reasons why. So many reasons why. Roll the next clip.
How did you meet him? It was last summer. I was having an internship in New York City, and we worked at the same company. Is this the first black guy you dated? Yes, he's the first man ever that I dated.
Wow. How did your friends react?
I mean, I'm gonna say they're surprised. Similar to like the comment section, but less racist and less loud.
First time ever for her. No doubt about it's gonna be a first time for a lot of these honeys, man. They are experiencing something they never experienced before, all because of social media, and the brothers have means to travel a lot more than they did before. Anytime a regular brother like me can get out and travel, anybody can do it if they put their mind to it. Roll to the next clip.
People always wonder, when you travel to parts of Asia, right now we're in Vietnam, what is it like being black in Vietnam? And I would like to say that as a woman dating a black man right here, as you can see right here, I feel like it's been good. Like, he hasn't really gotten any crazy stares. If anything, the girls are like, they be looking at him, staring at him.
Not like crazy stares.
Not
like
crazy
curious.
stares. It's more like curious, like, oh, he's kind of good looking. Like, he's been getting a lot of compliments. Oh my God, so tall.
I want to say one thing before I get to the next clip. The brothers my age are the ones that's really changing the game. They're the ones setting examples. Guys that go overseas that look like me, it's my age, it's Frank's age, it's a lot of these brothers' age in the chat. You guys are not causing the problems. If there's any negative, it's coming for a few of these young cats. It didn't slip past me with what that young Gino cat did in the Philippines, but he's a nutcase, and he in bed. For him to be a person of color, it pisses me off because that's against my whole narrative. Because I say on the channel here that black guys don't cause the problem. Usually, it's our Anglo-Saxon brothers that cause these problems. Ones from overseas. But when I see an idiot like him, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. But largely the brothers like this, like me, my age group, and younger, a little younger, don't have that problem. They're playing by the rules. They're dating these women. They're marrying these women. They're taking overseas. They're having some failures, but not as much as the younger group. But there are a lot of younger guys that's doing well too. It's only a few bad apples. And when they see one bad apple, like that one guy, it makes us all look bad. But he's a part of Johnny Somali and all that, and he's just a stupid case. I don't know. I understand he's either stabbed somebody, he's slapping women. That's some bullshit. They need to do something real serious. Like I said, make an example. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that I am aware of the few young brothers out here, or the few brothers that are causing problems. But large part, most of us are doing well. Most of us spend our time, and when we meet these women, we vet them well. There are a lot of people to look up to, like Calvin, Richard Broad, a lot of brothers out here is saying the right things for people to follow. And plus, your common sense makes sense too. Just having common sense and understanding and obeying the law, just like you do in the United States, like you've done all yourself, will help you out. So, just making that point. But these women are here for you. You just have to be smart in how you move. Next clip.
What kind of man are you looking for in America?
Black.
Why do you like a black man versus a Turkish man?
Because the black men are so masculine, so gentlemen. I'm not dating with Turkish guys.
Why not?
I don't like dating with them. No, I'm waiting with American guys.
Why do you want an American guy, not a Turkish guy?
They are so masculine.
Really?
I don't like Turkish men. They are so jealous. They can accept me who I am. They are not my type.
So let me ask you this. A girl that's watching this, she wants to get a black man. What can you do to get a black man?
They love curly girls. Curvy, yeah.
All right. Before I go to the next clip, I do want to recognize a name I don't see. I don't think I've ever seen you before. So I'm going to give you a shout out. Let's see. Hang on. K Singer. I'm calling you out, bro. I don't think you've ever been on the channel before. So all you guys that's been on the channel before, you know I always give y'all some love when you come to the channel. So K-Sing, I see you there, brother. I see you 100. You making comments. I'm loving you, brother. So I'm going to give you one of our new ones. I'm going to give you something to take home to your lady. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you what I call, I'm going to call it, I'm going to give you two, but I'm going to give you that ass. I'm going to give you a solo too. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's give him that ass. Let me give you one more, man, for the road. Then we gonna get back on the top. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you the sister girl. I'm gonna give you the sister girl. Roll the clip. Hey, welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the channel. You know, I always appreciate it when brothers show up and they make comments, and I love y'all. Now, I was saying that we just have to watch how we move, and when we meet these chicks, we have to truly vet them. We have to understand their whole family. You understand the kids, the brothers, the kids, the grandkids. Anything that she's close to, you have to be, you have to know. You have to, because when I meet somebody, I ask questions, and I ask a lot of questions. And the longer I date you, the more questions there are questions about my mom and dad that my brothers don't even know, because I ask questions, deep down questions, even when my parents just sitting around as a kid growing up. You have to ask questions in order to understand people's true feelings and true insides. And that's especially when you're going overseas. Do the best you can to vet, along with a lot of other things that these brothers on these channels tell you about. Next clip. I love Hegel.
So a lot of black women DM me and told me to stop talking about black men. They were like, leave our black men alone. They're ours. No one is interested marrying about Filipina. Well, the good news is I'm not here to listen to them, because the good news is a lot of Filipina are interested of marrying black men. That's right. So listen to me, Filipina ladies, okay? Black men are super interested marrying Filipina women, especially when you are a big Filipina. That's right. So, if you're a big girl in the Philippines and think that no one wants to marry you, or you think that no one is attracted to you, don't worry, my friend, because black men or chocolate men love big girls. Why is that? Because big girls don't cry. And as far as I know, good black men have a reputation of being romantic, seductive, caring, loving, and sweet. That's right, that's how black men are to their women. Well, obviously not all, because I've seen it. So you big girls should marry black men, because you know why? We must keep our reputation in the Philippines. So you're probably talking about what reputation? Well, as we all know, Philippines is #1 with everything. We're #1 when it comes to talent, creativity, and beauty. That's one of the reasons why you should marry a black man, only if they're good. Because you know why? We want their gene. I mean, I'm talking about basketball, strong, singing, dancing, and most of all, boxing. I mean, many Filipinas, they marry white men because they want the beauty, and look how many crowns we get from beauty pageants. However, ladies, beauty will not last forever. Talents is what we need, because talents and creativity will last for a very long time. So, what are you waiting for, Filipina girls, especially the big girls? Marry a chocolate man now. Well, to be honest, guys, we Filipina are the black version of Asia. We can act like a queen. At the same time, we can also think like a masculine.
Hey, before I go to the next, I'm gonna run this clip by this content creator. She's always got good stuff, and I think it's relevant to this conversation. Let's roll this clip. Share screen. Right here. Roll the clip.
Black men are desired. Now, before I react to this video, I want to first talk a little bit about perceptions of Black masculinity and Black femininity and how they are oftentimes perceived in the dating market. One of the reasons I think that there is a lot of negativity or a lot of scrutiny between Black men's ability to date outside of their race is partially because I think they're able to do so a lot more successfully than Black women. Like, even if you look at the percentage of Black men who are married to women of other races versus Black women who are married to other races, and the fact that although there are less Black men in the USA, Black men are married more than Black women. You know, the Black women's ability to go abroad and find someone or date someone and kind of use the American dollar in its advantage, even with all that's going on right now in the way that political things are shifting, just the way that they're able to navigate sometimes a lot easier than Black women and find some success or find happiness and love. And so it's partially because the way in which masculinity is perceived is different than the way femininity is perceived. Blackness itself is oftentimes perceived as being more masculine. Blackness or Black attributes are oftentimes connected with more masculinity, more aggressiveness, more dominant in some ways behaviors. And when it comes to masculinity, those behavioral attributes actually can work in your favor. Everything from the expectation that Black men are more well endowed, that they therefore are going to be more aggressive and energetic in bed. They're going to be just more masculine. They have more physical prowess. Like, there's all of these terms associated with Blackness that can very much actually in some ways benefit a man when it comes to his ability to compete in the dating market. Whereas these same attributes, when they are applied to women, don't necessarily apply. Aggressive, dominance, even strength. These aren't necessarily attributes that are ascribed to femininity. And at the same time, Black women may be seen through that same lens because of their Blackness. So I do think there's something to be said about Black men's ability to, I think, attract more interest from other races of women, more so than Black women, if I'm being honest. And I think there's a reason that, from what I've seen, this Swirl Divest movement to me is a lot more prevalent from what I've been able to see. It's a lot more prevalent, and it's been going on a lot longer than the likes of the Passport Bros. It's Black men who still have a higher interracial marriage rate. I don't know how else to put it. There's a reason for that.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Shout out to Chaz. She's always got good points about racial dating, interracial dating, and relationship. Y'all check her channel out. Yeah, so many races of women you have your hands on, brothers. You got Asian women, you got Turkish women, you got Ukrainian women, you got the Thai women, you got these Cambodian women, you got these Filipino women, you got the American women here. You got the whitey girls. Brother, y'all got everything you need. You already got the money in your pocket. All you need is the lady in your pocket. And you need the lady that's going to work with you and going to look the best with you. Roll the next clip.
Of Black. Well, Black men are incredible. Like, who wouldn't want to be with a Black man? So I don't blame them. Like, I feel like the Black man has everything that every other man desires.
I feel like we need to hear that shit more.
Yeah, it's real.
Because if you can sit here and tell us niggas ain't shit 30 times a day.
Oh, I don't say that.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying that any app or social media that you pick up and you can see that they tearing us
I
down.
think Black men are incredible, and we have to do better as women to lift you guys up because, again, you guys are... You have everything. You have the flavor, the swag, and all of the stuff that every woman would desire and every man wishes they had. Yeah. So, you know, I love y'all. I will never stop loving Black men. And thank you again for coming on, Carlos.
All right. You got that Latino women. Roll the clip.
But you don't date Spanish guys at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why?
I guess I like, First, I like dark complexion, and it seemed like every dark guy that I ever like, they're African American or Jamaican. I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me. Like I like to date people that are not like me. I like their culture. I already know my culture, so I want something new to me.
We all like something new. That's a lot of reason why a lot of brothers go overseas, because they're ready for something new. They're not getting in the United States and they want something new. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. There's not a damn thing wrong with something new, especially if it's working. Shout out to Lily. Check out Lily's channel too. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the comments below. Lily there. Good to see you, Lily. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? I love to see that smile. Next clip.
Men or Dominican men?
I like black men.
Why? What do you like about black men?
I like everything about them. Come on now, like, come on now. You know. I know what's up. I know what's up.
Right. And then there's the Slavic women championing the brothers. Roll the clip.
I'm going to tell you why the Slavic women, they like the black or the really dark men. To be specific, by the way, Polish women, like Eastern Europe, they fucking love black men. And if you ask them, they'll tell you they're more masculine. They smell amazing of coconut oil. They tend to like really look after themselves. And by the way, when I go to get a manicure and a pedicure, there's always black men in there getting their nails done. They actually look after themselves, but at the same time, they're really masculine. Yeah, Dutch women go crazy for them. When you're talking about Russia, they'll sort of accept anyone if they're dark. Like, they go crazy for Mexicans. That's why Mexicans leave. They find a Russian snow bunny, they bring them back to Mexico, and then they go to LA and the story of love starts. But yeah, Slavic girls, they've just got this obsession, you know? Oh, another thing, you probably know this, but like, the darker men have more outstanding milk. And that's probably another way they're just slightly persuaded over to the dark side of life.
So brothers, put on your coat, put on your hat, your mittens and shit. Because them snow bunnies over there in the east of Europe is loving on y'all. They loving on y'all too. They loving on y'all just like the Asians and the Latino women. You got them all, baby. You got them all. It's all on you. It's all on you. It's all on you. Next clip.
Black men are the most like desired men on the planet. So I mean that's a lot.
I think them.
That's a big deal.
I think them whites for breeding us that way. I give them props for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Cause they had to do this. They had to get with the fine way. They mix them up. They made a hell of a specimen now. They made it. There's some cold, but about white cold. Yeah. They bred the coldest humans on earth.
Yeah.
So we go anywhere else, we are superheroes. Especially when we use our street smarts with the intelligence. We mix that together. No one does it better than us. Yeah. Even the top of the top idolize our energy and our you know what I'm saying, our intellectual compass when it's all the way around. No one could do it better than us. But we just getting to that. This all new. We just start talking about credit and crypto and you know what I'm saying, these laws and all. We just start learning all this stuff. Think about how fast we went from drug dealing to scamming and how we expedited that. They tore that up.
Yeah.
Learned that scamming, they run them back like they got smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
Now when we turn that to real business, that's when we got the game and it's growing. Give us like 25 years. They're gonna regret ever playing with us. But at the same time, we the most compassionate and merciful people. So we ain't gonna do them like they did us. And that's one of our problems too, because that's why white folks in the position they are, because they don't care. They kill their own brother for $1. They don't give a like Trump don't care. You think he care about them poor white people and goddamn Idaho and all that? They don't give a damn about that money. We care a little too much.
You got a fact about that. I didn't want to hear all that part, but he's telling the truth. Black people are compassionate. A lot of reasons why this whole thing, what I mean about culture, historical, and the relationships of how Filipinos get along with us, because there are a lot of culture similarities. I mean, just on the surface. Now, when you get into the deep culture part, like Calvin says, we have to overcome a lot of that. We have to overcome a lot of that. When you touch down there, there's a lot to learn. But the surface level part of it is set. It's set. That's what I believe. All right. On the next one, you got Chinese women arguing with Omar. Roll a clip. And then you know Omar's staunch, foundational brother. But she's standing by her man. Roll a clip.
Black and Chinese, come on. Black and yellow, you ever heard the song? Black and yellow, black and yellow, black. Come on. I ain't crazy. Please. What is he on?
I would never co-sign a black man being with anything other than a black woman.
Well, first of all, I think both sides very similar situations.
Okay.
You may think it's very different, but it's very similar.
You think it's similar?
I think it's similar.
So you think the Chinese American man has a similar struggle to the black American man?
I say similar.
I know you're not going to tell me your Asian family is not racist. I'm sure you know that they hold.
Oh, no, I know.
Okay,
They
so
definitely
how
got
will
some
you deal with that if
stereotypes.
you have mixed race children?
I won't say though.
I don't know how she's gonna deal with it, but they finding a way. Roll the next clip.
You're handsome. I like chocolate. Delicious. Yeah.
Do you say this because I'm black?
Yeah. Me rice your chicken. Perfect.
Laugh if you will. Me rice you chicken might sound like a good thing, right? However, she can articulate that shit. She got it out. I bet it worked. I bet it damn so worked. Next clip. Now, this next clip I'm gonna roll before I get into my before I cook a little bit or get into this topic is a woman in Thailand that this kind of gets off topic, but it's on topic at the same time. So I sneaked it in here because it's relative to the conversation in a way. So I'll let her say her part. Wait a minute, hang on. Yeah, I'll let her say her part. Let's get it. Oh, they didn't do that. Hang on.
The men. Let's talk about the black men that lives here. I think the black men that lives here in Thailand are very cocky. They are very cocky, and I feel like they get that cockiness from the attention that they get from Thai women, because this is going to sound very stereotypical, but you know, Asian women loves a black man. They love a black man. So trust me, when they come here, the girls eat them up. They could look like Jeepers Creepers. They could look like something only a mother could love, and the girls would eat them up out here. And I feel like they tend to take that energy and bring it towards me, and they really forget where they are and who the fuck I am. So I'm sorry to all the guys out here who thought they had a chance with me. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
We don't care. We do not care. We don't care.
Give a shit what she just said. But one of the biggest unspoken connectors, though, between Black American men and women from places like the Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand, Cambodia, Thailand, Venezuela, if I may say Brazil, even in the eastern part, like Turkey and Romania, is that it is growing up without abundance. So that's something that Black folk can connect with the Filipino and these women from these other countries they call third world countries or developing countries. Black men often didn't grow up with safety nets. Black men didn't always grow up with safety nets. They understand making do most brothers, and not making demands. We are familiar with earning respect, not assuming it. And this resonates deeply with women from developing post-communist countries, where families pool their resources, children can contribute early, and survival mattered more than self-expression. Province life mirrors Southern Black America. Grandparents in the home, everyone helps, and money is respected, not romanticized. And to many Filipinos, Black men don't feel soft or entitled, they feel grounded. We know where we came from. We know what we've been through. Listen to this, brother.
Being Black, the Black experience is almost synonymous with suffering. We are the only people who are conditioned to take comfort in our suffering. We are the only people who are conditioned to take pride in our suffering. So much so that you will have people in our community who are 10, 15, 20 years removed from poverty, individually been living in financial prosperity since, still taking identity capital in the idea that they were raised in the gutter. In the Black community, we don't just relish in our accomplishments. We relish in the idea that we suffered before we accomplished something. And that means more to us than the accomplishment itself. The modern day American psyche cannot exist without the normalcy of African oppression. Because without the normalcy of African oppression, then Apple got to give the Congo their money back. And America got to give Haiti their money back. And America got to give Black America their money back. That's why many of us don't want to have these conversations in truth and honesty, because we all understand, we collectively understand what the foundation of this country is built upon. There's a reason why you can't get a certain reaction out of people when you talk about the genocides going on in Africa, because Africans, Black people, are supposed to live in a perpetual state of suffering. Your existence is fighting. Your existence is suffering, and we need to get rid of that rhetoric. We are the only community that believes that progress does not happen without suffering. We are the only community that believes that it's...
Stop right there. I should have let him cook longer, but the point I'm making is he understands, he speaks that we come from people who suffered. So when we go overseas, we can identify, and if you don't, you should, as a Black man, identify to a lot of the things that you see there. Maybe not on that level, but you still have come through a lot. There's been a lot of stuff that we grew up with, what you didn't have that you got now. I wish I had that video where that woman said, when she talked about all the things that she went through growing up as a sister. I don't need to explain it. You just think about when you were 6 and 7 and 10 and 12 and what you went through. It may not be on the level of the Philippines or some of these countries, but when you go over there, you see what they went through, and you can remember your past and say, hey, I remember that. I can identify, at least to some degree. So, in much of the United States, independence is celebrated, even at the cost of family cohesion. But overseas, in the Philippines and Vietnam and Thailand and Colombia, family hierarchy still matters. Comfort around elders, saying yes, ma'am, and no, yes, sir. A lot of you guys grew up saying yes, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. It's kids, just like the people in the Philippines. Again, you can identify to that because you did it yourself. You remember when your parents may have said, take your hat off when you come in the house. Take your shoes off when you come in the house. Don't speak around elders. Those are the things that Black people can identify to that may resonate with some of these other countries. Understanding obligations to parents, not threatened by extended family involvement. This connects directly to Southern Black culture, church-centered communities. How much church did you go through as a child? My mom and dad, my mom told me she used to be in church 5 days a week. And even me, in the generation I was in the Boy Scouts. I was in this. I was in this, on the usher board, and that. I'm not doing all that anymore, but all that culture and respect is inside of me. And it's inside a lot of you guys. Communal problem solving. Other parents in the neighborhood I was from, they helped raise me. It wasn't just my parents. If I act out, they told me, hey, your son's not doing well. I saw him do this and do this. The teachers were more closer. So Southern Black life was like that. And a lot of you guys, when you go overseas, you can identify with some of the patterns and things, at least that the other women and cultures do. To a Filipino woman, especially, Black men often feel familiar, not foreign. Not because of race, but because of structure. Holla at me now. Holla at me. Now, let's be honest. Because this comes up constant on why Black men are so desired. Foreign women frequently mention swag. Like this.
Look at me. Know what to see? See a bad mother.
Yeah, swag. You ninjas got swag. Y'all know how to bounce and shit. And other women can see that swag. They can see that presence. That's calm confidence, brother. Humor under pressure is what that is. You can handle that. That's why some of these quarterbacks, these Black quarterbacks, are so smooth in the fourth quarter. You ever seen them? You ever seen Michael Vick and Randall Cunningham and all them in the fourth quarter? Just glide through the field when shit gets real. That's an exaggeration to the point, but you understand what I'm trying to say. But Black men tend to be socially adaptable where we go. You know, we can blend in to any situation. I remember some of my friends tell me, I think you can get along in a Ku Klux Klan party. And that happens. You don't believe it? Here's an example. You get a job. Brothers are notorious for getting jobs in white establishments and just blending in, just fitting right in the crowd. Even if they have to be a coon. If they have to be a coon, a brother will be a damn coon in a workplace environment and fluctuate and end up being close to the CEO or close to the top. By the time he's 50 years old, that ninja is the executive vice president of that or executive vice president. But he cooned his way in because he's able to get along. You know what I'm saying? He made himself available. Black people are socially adaptable in any environment. Even in places when developing countries, if that's something they want to do. Comfortable in unfamiliar spaces. Lead without shouting. And can be firm without being cruel. We know how to do that shit. In other cultures where masculinity is still expected, but not domineering. This matters. Filipinos women will often say, and Virginia says, he feels strong, but I'm not scared. And that balance is rare value. I see we got a lot of comments here. So before I go to the leadership part of this, I'm gonna see what everybody's saying. Let's get to the comments. Oh, let's see who we got in here. We got as Lily saying what? Original man. Original man says Omar is no longer relevant to this conversation. 3X deadbeat daddy scammer woman pleaser. Yeah, he done fell off like and please forgive me, original man. He done fell off like may I say Antoine? May I say Antoine, please? Damn it, Antoine, you going down that same road. Hey, rice and chicken is good for your health. You damn right, brother. He comes back and says, Mr. Rice Chicken, you full of my belly. And Lily says what? I don't Frank, help Lily. I'm not sure what Lily is saying what to, but I'll be glad to explain it, whatever it is that she needs me to understand, articulate. Kesar says they always make up scenarios just to bash black men. Amen. Original man said I don't give a fuck. Mr. Parker. Hey, welcome to the chat, Parker. What's up with you, babe? Good to see you there, man. All right, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple times. You doing all right, brother? Hope you are. I know you are. I see you on other chats out there. You out there doing your thing. All right, so let's talk leadership before we close this stream, because we're already in a minute, an hour. So here's what American dating culture. Here's where American dating culture breaks it down. In many Western spaces, leadership is treated as control, masculinity is treated as ego, and direction is treated as toxicity. But in much of the world, leadership is practical. Who decides, who protects, and who plans? What foreign women notice about black men, though, is natural decision-making under pressure, willingness to shoulder responsibility, and comfort being in point person, especially among Filipinos. Leadership equals domination. Leadership equals safety. This mirrors traditional black households in the South. You get me? Okay, that's how it all comes together. Men are expected to lead and provide. Women are expected to support and manage their home. In mutual respect, it's not power struggles. That's the way it used to be when we were growing up. And that's the way it should be. Let's talk humility. Among underrated factors, Black American men often know what it means to build. Foreign women notice appreciation for money, not obsession with status, at least the ones that come overseas. Willing to invest in family, less performative wealth, more practical stability. This resonates deeply in countries where one income supports many. Waste is frowned upon. I say that again. Waste is frowned upon. Flash is secondary to function. All that jewelry and extra bullshit is too much. To a Filipino woman, a man who budgets, plans, saves, thinks long term is not boring. Budgets, plan, saves, and thinks long term is not boring. Now we're talking good Filipinos, like Lily, for example. He's not boring when you do these things. He's husband material. It's not magic. It's role clarity. And these relationships tend to work when expectations are clear, respect flows both ways, and neither partner is trying to win in the relationship like we do with these damn sisters. Everybody's trying to win with the sisters. Everybody's trying to be a man. When neither party is trying to win in a relationship, it works. Foreign women, especially Filipinos, don't often enter relationships trying to reprogram a nigga, compete with a nigga, or test a nigga's emotion. They don't do that. They ain't trying to do that. many black men, especially those previously married, burned by U.S. dating culture and tired of conflict, aren't looking for a novelty. We're looking for peace. As I said earlier, ain't nothing wrong with something different. With everything happening in this United States and everything happening in America, economic stress, cultural tension, endless gender conflicts, some black men with means, passports, and experience aren't running away, they're opting out. Not because we hate American women, because that's bullshit. We love American women. Do you hear that, women? We love you. I know I sound like Roger Henson when I said that. But we love you, American women. And we're not running away, not opting out because of that. But we're opting out because we've already tried that path. You know? So, not because we hate American women. We don't hate y'all. We're opting out because we've tried that path. We've been married. Now I'm talking about the older cats. We've been married. We've dated seriously, and we've played by the rules. Now we're choosing alignment over argument, appreciation over negotiation, and peace over performance. And I'm going to land the plane right here. Foreign women, especially Filipinas, aren't stealing black men. They're simply seeing what American culture stopped valuing: leadership, humility, resilience, family orientation, and calm masculinity. And black men aren't abandoning America. We're just discovering that beyond U.S. borders, there are the very traits that they told us to tone down on are the exact traits that make us desirable. I'll say that one more time. We're discovering that beyond U.S. borders, the very traits that they told us to tone down on are the exact traits that make us desirable. And with that, guys, I will land the plane. I appreciate everybody stopping in to hear me chat a little bit about relationships with overseas women, black women, and everything else we talked about. So this is Thursday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I appreciate everybody in the chat today. And we will see you on Sunday with something new. Holla at your boy. Peace.